Welcome to Mount Rushmore! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of V-ADVENTUROUS. Today here in Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. We are very excited to be here. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but right behind me are the four presidents. Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln. Got it right. So we're gonna be going there in a few minutes, but we wanted to show you this place that we're staying. It's called Under Canvas, and it's basically kind of tipis in the middle of the forest. It's such a cool place. It has, we'll show you where we're staying, but my dad and Obed, they're literally sleeping in a tiny little teepee. Super cool. Slept really good. It was a little bit cold, even though it's summer, but my husband, my loving husband, kept the fire going. So anyways, hope you guys like it. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't, so you can help us do more videos like this. And let's go and explore. Don't forget, be adventurous. Let's go.
Under Canvas is a luxury glamping resort located near the iconic Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. Immerse yourself in the beauty of the Black Hills while sleeping under the stars in safari-inspired tents. And that is the fire that my wife was referring to, that I kept going all night so that we didn't freeze. They also offer complimentary s'mores, live music, morning yoga, and a ton of kids' activities and a lot more we didn't get a chance to do because our time was limited in South Dakota. This is definitely a one-of-a-kind destination.
Don't forget, be adventurous. Let's go. Hey fellow adventurers, right behind me is the four president. Have my self-guided control, whatever you call this device, and it kind of tells you everything around it. So it's $7, so you're gonna get it. Then they'll give you a little of map, that way you can go through it. I'm ready with my camera, but this is a very cool place to visit at least once in a lifetime for everybody. The weather is wonderful, and Obed is really excited about the vanilla ice cream, the original recipe of President Jefferson. So we'll see how that goes. Forget, like and subscribe. Let's go. Alright guys, we're continuing with the tour. This is called the Washington Trail. I think this is kind of like the closest that we're gonna get to the sculptures. I forgot to tell you that to come here, you're gonna pay $10 for parking. It doesn't matter if you have a national park, it's gonna cost you $10, but it's good for a year. Come and look at in the daytime, and then come for the light show dusk. Okay guys, we're here continuing the tour or the memorial. This is the second studio of the sculpture. There's a person here. They're showing you all the tools that they used back then, and she answers all the questions that you have. So the reason why they chose the four presidents was because Washington was the founder father of the country. Jefferson, he made it like twice as big, and he also wrote the Declaration of Independence. Roosevelt, he developed the country, and also they said because he was the sculptor's friend back then. The last one is Lincoln, because he preserved the nation and emancipation. Honestly, he's my favorite president. I'm ready for ice cream. We're gonna go and eat the original recipe from President Jefferson. Let's go. Let's keep it going. And one thing we were gonna tell you is, if you're bringing a baby and you have a stroller, you are going to do a workout. There are like 200 and something steps of stairs, and here my husband has done it all with Ceci, so probably we should have brought a carry-on. Actually, we brought it, but it's in the car. So anyways, we're hot and we're excited about the 100 steps that are left.
All right, do not bring a stroller to this place. It's a workout. I'm almost done. I still got another flight of stairs left to do, and it's pretty tough. I mean, maybe it's because I'm fat and out of shape, but if you're fat and out of shape like me, Don't bring a stroller. Strap on carrying for a baby. Let's go.
Well, Sissy thought that it was easy, wasn't it, Sissy? Yes, right? Say bye. Let's go. Don't forget to be adventurous. All right, guys. So we're here at the Mount Rushmore Memorial, and we're inside the cafeteria after 1,000 million steps. Well, they were more like 250 something, but they felt like a lot of steps. And we're gonna celebrate that with Thomas Jefferson vanilla ice cream original recipe. So let me see. It's very vanilla. So I don't know, it's really good. So I don't have to for me. I'm waiting for Obed to come and get his. But it's actually really good. It's perfect after all those steps, and it's so hot out there. But anyways, don't forget, like and subscribe, and let's eat ice cream. And there's always time for a little bit of shopping. Sissy got this cute dress, and I got some souvenirs. Let's continue exploring. We had an amazing time, a good time photo, taking our old time picture. What do you guys think? Doesn't my husband look scary? Let us know in the comments.
Discover the beauty and skill of Dahl's chainsaw art, where brothers Jared and Jordan Dahl transform Black Hills pine into stunning works of art. From majestic eagles to towering bears, each piece is unique and masterfully crafted. Visit one of their 3 galleries in the Black Hills to see their work up close and experience the magic of chainsaw carving. Dahl's Chainsaw Art, where nature meets artistry. And now it's time to get a bite to eat.
Alright guys, we're here at the Red Gutter Saloon restaurant, and for the appetizer, we went ahead with the buffalo nachos. What's it do?
So we ate alligator nachos in New Orleans when we went there. If you have not watched that video, please do so. So now these are the buffalo nachos. Let me see how that tastes.
It's good. Alright.
I really don't see the difference to regular beef. It's good. I like them. So guys, I got the red-headed ruby. So this is what they brought me. I was not expecting this, but let's try it. Well, it's very strong. It tastes like cherry cough syrup. But it's still, I'm gonna try it. Alright, husband, are you ready to try what was it?
Buffalo burger.
Buffalo burger.
To me, it tastes like a regular burger, just more tender.
I did not know I ordered this. I ordered it, but I had something else in my mind. And Novecito, what are you eating?
I'm eating the buffalo nose.
Like regular beef? Yeah. Alright, well there you have it, guys.
Overall, in my opinion, the food was okay. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. If you are a foodie and you want to eat something really delicious that's going to knock your socks off, this is not the spot.
Hey guys, we're still here at the Rushmore Tramway Adventures. We just came down from the those chairs up there. Obed came into his slide like this one that Ceci is showing right here. It was a cool experience, but I'm gonna tell you, service was a little bit not ideal. They forgot to take my picture, and I wanted my picture, but it's okay. It's still fun. One of the fun things to do here in Rushmore when you come and visit Mount Rushmore Monument. It has a lot of things that you can do, like the slides, the chairs, the zip line, and the obstacle course. So a lot of cool things to do here. But now we're going to go try something else. Let's go. Vámonos!
And now, time for the Mount Rushmore light ceremony.
This will be followed by a 20-minute film called Freedom, America's Lasting Legacy. It's at the end of this film that the lights will be turned on in the mountain. We will then stand for the national anthem.
The United States of America. It's hard to imagine, but not long ago, this great land of ours was pure wilderness. A place where millions of bison roamed freely throughout the plains. And those who lived off the land revered it as sacred ground. Yet this country would face a dramatic change.
And now we can cross Mount Rushmore off of the bucket list. It is definitely a place that you have to experience at least one time in your lifetime.
And right behind me, as you can see, that is the sculpture made out of the mountain, but it's actually unfinished. It's unfinished because the guy that was making it, he died. The thing is, with the Crazy Horse Memorial, Crazy Horse is the actual name of a Native American Indian hero. And they made this to honor him because he fought for their land, and overall he was a kind of like our heroes today. And one of his famous quotes was when his enemy said, "Where are your lands now?" And he replied back, where the dead people, my dead people lie."
Okay guys, so there's another update on this adventure. Behind me, like you can see, is the Crazy Horse monument. It is really pretty, really beautiful, really big, and also the surroundings of the Black Hills is just a view that I wish I could put in the video so you can capture all the beauty of the area. So yes, they have 5 museums, all kinds of artifacts, sculptures. There's a restaurant, but unfortunately it's closed. We won't be able to try it. We were trying to really try it out. We're hungry. We haven't had breakfast, but it's really neat. You have the 5 museums, and then you have this outdoor that you can have a better look of the monument. And then they have a stage that they're preparing to play some music or something. So pretty cool place when you're in South Dakota. Please stop by at the Crazy Horse Monument. Let's continue to the next adventures. Oh, and don't forget, you know what I'm gonna say, right? You know what I want to say. Like and subscribe. Let's go. Don't forget to be adventurous. Hi, Mama.
Yeah, what she said. Let's go.
Yep, what he said.